Last March 29, I earned 12K. 6 days later, I earned 13K. 7 days later, I earned 14K. 5 days later, I earned 14K. And another 5 days later, I earned another 14K. And then 8 days later, I earned 13K. All of those back when I was just 19 years old and a student. How did I do it? That's what I'm going to teach you in this video. Hi guys, my name is Ador Flores and welcome back to another video. This video we will be talking about how to get a legit online job for students this 2023. But what if wala akong valid ID and wala akong experience? That's how I started as well, and I still continue to grind, and I will teach you how I did it. You still can get a decent or even a high-paying job even if you are just a student. So back when I was just 17 years old, I did not have my valid ID yet. So since I did not have a valid ID, I used my brother's account and then I applied for jobs using his account. How did I get a job? Well, for starters, there was no interview at all. So I only had to go through a trial or paid test article. You can do that, but I do not recommend it because even if you are just 17 years old, you can get yourself a valid ID at your nearest post office. In your local post office, you can get a postal ID. All you need is a photocopy of your birth certificate and 500 pesos. That's it. So where should you apply online jobs? Download OnlineJobs.ph in your iOS or in your Android device, or you can go to their website. Register with your email, create your password, and you're good to start. After creating your OnlineJobs.ph account with your email, you then proceed to give your basic information. This includes your age, gender, website if you have one, and then you take some tests. Don't worry, these tests are very easy and you can retake them if you fail. Specifically, it is just an English test. A higher score will attract more employers when they check your profile. And it is also worth mentioning that there will be an IQ test as well. Do not worry, you can take it again and again if you fail. You input your expected salary, let's say 5,000 pesos, 10,000 pesos, or 15,000 pesos muna, your educational attainment, and skill summary. To give you guys an idea on how to make your skill summary, here is how I wrote mine. I have over 3 years of experience in SEO content writing for digital marketing companies and Amazon affiliate websites. When it comes to writing content with different niches, I have written content and done on-page SEO for various websites such as marijuana companies, dating websites, finance websites, food industries, and many more. I am confidently versatile and I am eager to explore more. Next step would be to rate your top skills. To rate your top skills, you just have to select from 1 star to 5 stars at max. So for top skills, you have here speaking, tutoring, writing, blogging, copywriting, ebook writing, so on and so forth. And of course, you must verify your account. To verify your account, you must have one valid ID and of course, you must have your phone number. That's it. After submitting your valid ID and your phone number, you will have a 70 ID prof score. And what does that do? If you have a high prof score, you can apply to all of the jobs available in OnlineJobs.ph. Most jobs on OnlineJobs.ph only require 50 proof score, which means if you have submitted your valid ID and phone number, you can easily apply to multiple jobs. So here are some sample jobs. Virtual assistant, part-time job, $3 to $5 per hour. Customer service representative, $280 per month. Podcast and TikTok video editor, full-time, $1,000 per month. Copywriter or content writer for $800 to $1,200 per month, full-time work. And of course, there are many more online jobs out there. So before you apply, it is critical that you read word per word the description of the job. Then you can start to apply by writing the subject line and your main message. So to give you an idea on how to write your message, here's how I make mine. Hi, I am highly interested in the job offer you posted. I have over 3 years of experience in writing SEO-friendly content for digital marketing companies and Amazon affiliate websites. Credits to my brother for writing that. And then I send my resume, my OnlineJobs.ph profile, and then add a little more by saying, I am also a finance social media content creator and you can try to find my socials here. So I send them my link tree and I also add a recommendation letter from my last employer. And then I add some samples. So looking forward to your response, Ador. So that's how I write my application. And then you click send. That's it. Congratulations, you have applied. So usually the employers in OnlineJobs.ph pay you through PayPal. But no worries, you can easily transfer your PayPal money to your GCash. So it is worth mentioning that you can apply for 10 jobs per day. So you have more chances of winning if you apply all 10 every day. So here are some things that you should expect. Number 1, ghosting. Some employers might hire you for just 1 month, 2 months, and they will disappear with no chat or email whatsoever. So do expect that so that you won't get hurt. If you ever experience ghosting, move on and apply for another job. continue grinding. Don't let that stop your productivity. Rejections are very common in the online jobs world, so do be prepared to face that, but never give up. And number 3 is trial and error. You might find a job after a month or 2, but it may be trial and error. And number 4 is that you might only work for a few months. And again, that is totally okay, and it is normal in the online jobs world. Think of it this way. Even though you only work for a few months for this employer or this company, you still gain experience, which is another addition to your resume. I myself work for a lot of companies from a lot of countries as well, from various salaries. So that you'll know how I started working as a part-time search engine optimization content writer with a salary of only $3.5 per hour in Vietnam. So my first job was from Vietnam and I wrote content about marijuana. My second job was from Canada and I wrote about fitness, dating, and parenting. My third job was from China and I wrote about electrical transformers. Very odd for a 19-year-old to write. And then my fourth job was from Canada once again and I wrote about gardening. And my fifth job was from the US and I wrote about Bluetooth speakers, and that was the one that I enjoyed the most because I love my speakers. As you can tell, I was job hopping. I was able to earn from 11,000 to 20,000 pesos, and I was just 17 years old back at that time. And then I earned to 30k and eventually I reached almost 60,000 pesos when I was 19 years old. And I would not accept a salary that was lower from my previous job. For example, if my last job paid me 40,000 pesos, my next job should pay higher. So let's say about 45,000 pesos, 50,000 pesos, as long as it is higher than my previous job's salary. So basically, it's just like promoting myself 5 times, all through the span of just 2 years. So again, before you start, prepare a valid ID if you do not have one. Next is to prepare for ghostings and rejections. And of course, you should be prepared to learn more. Some companies out there offer trainings which are commendable. Whether if it is writing, virtual assistant, online tutoring, photo editing, video editing, book appointment setting that you want, always remember that you have to learn first. Because if you apply with little to no knowledge, even if you have a high ID prof score and you have a valid ID, you will not be replied and you will most likely be rejected if you get a reply. So beforehand, watch a lot of YouTube videos on what you are interested about, read books about it, read articles about it, join free seminars about it, or even get a mentor. Do what you can to learn. Put in the effort to learn and work, and these are the only fundamentals for you to start earning even if you are just a student. It is also important to note that you can also try other platforms out there like LinkedIn. However, I do not have any experience with LinkedIn whatsoever, which is why I'll just be sticking to OnlineJobs.ph for this video. With a laptop or a computer and a stable internet connection, kayang-kaya na talaga na mag-work ka na, kahit estudyante ka pa. That's all for today's video. Join the grind crew, and remember, make every grind count.